farted, shat all down my legs, all over the loo and all over the floor. Hello, I'm back again. So I was just reading some Reddit confessions and I thought I'd just share them because what the fuck? Why are people confessing to this stuff on the online to people? Like, they're anonymous, but like, I'm not sure you should be confessing to them just at all. Like, keep them in your head, don't put them out there because nobody needs to know about these things. Like, I was trying to think if I have any confessions, but I don't think I do. Like, I feel like the biggest confession I have is probably, like, I don't actually know. Confessions are normal. Like, what am I confessing? Like, if I was going to go and sit in the, like, church in the little stall, I'd be like, I'm going to confess. What would I confess to? Not much. I don't really have many confessions. I'm not, like, most of the stuff I do is out there because, like, I'll just tell you, I don't care. I don't need to confess to it. What have I done? I don't know. I don't really know. Anyway, basically, it doesn't matter what I fucking done, does it? You know what I mean? You don't need to confess. So I need to confess to anything. I'm trying to think. But anyway, I was just reading, like I said, I was just sat in bed. Chilling, right? This wasn't even supposed to be a video. I was just in bed. And I just saw this, like Reddit's such a fucking weird place. Who came up with Reddit and how does Reddit even exist? Because, fucking hell, there's stuff on here, man. It's fucking weird. But anyway, I was just reading some of these, like, what the fuck is that? So anyway, sorry, I'm just distracted because they're so weird. I'm going to put it down a second, let me talk. I'm just reading some confessions and they were just really making me giggle because, like, what the fuck do you mean? Like, what sort of confessions are these and why are you putting them out there? Anyway, let's just get into it. Let's just start reading some of the confessions, shall we? Because, yeah, so, confession number 1. Pretty damn embarrassing. Went to Rome a few months ago. Ate so much gelato, ate non-stop basically for 7 days straight. Long story short, had bad bellyache. Went to the bathroom for a number 2. Didn't happen. Damn, this constipation. Stood up, pulled my shorts back up, flushed the loo. Needed to fart, you know, pretty harmless. Farted, shat all down my legs, all over the loo and all over the floor. Why you would make that? Nobody needs to know. You need to keep that between you and whoever else was in that store and never let that story surface. You never needed to let anybody know that happened to you. Nobody needed to know that. That would be going to the fucking grave with me. You wouldn't be catching me telling anybody that story. I'd have gone out of there and fucking ran. I'd have gone and fucking bathed in the fucking lake. I'd have just found the nearest water. I'd have gone in the sink in the bathroom. You wouldn't have known I shat myself. You would not. My significant other heard me say, "Man, that's disgusting," and walked into the bathroom. She saw the mess, saw my disgusted sad face, laughed at me for about 30 seconds, and then she helped clean up. Why did she? I would not, absolutely not. My boyfriend was being sick in the sink the other morning, right? So he ate his breakfast too fast, because he's an absolute fucking glutton for just being an idiot, and he ate his breakfast too fast. He was sick in the sink, and then he was looking at me, and I was like, "Alright, clean that up." I was like, "I'm sorry, pal, but that is on you. You clean that sick up. You've just been sick all over our pot, so I ain't fucking cleaning that up. Absolutely not." And if he was actually being sick because he was poorly, I would have helped, but it was his own fault. He shouldn't have fucking wolfed down his food so fast, should he? So, yeah. Anyway, so, confession number 2, I have Tourette's. That's not the confession. It's just true, and everybody knows it. That being said, not all my tics are real. Sometimes I just don't like people, and I feel I have to voice it. That is fucking amazing. That is a superpower. I would fucking love to be able to do that. Imagine, I actually went to university with a girl with tics, and she was fucking amazing. Like, she's so good. Like, Freya, mate, I love her. She was so funny. And she used to do that too. So, like, if we would be out and these, like, men would be watching us, or, like, we're in a bar or stuff and they'd be coming over to hit on us, she'd just start fucking going, "Dickhead, dickhead, dickhead, dickhead." And I'd be like, "What the fuck?" And obviously, you just think she's a tics and you'd laugh at her. And then they'd leave and she goes, "That wasn't a tick, I just wanted them to fuck off." And it's too funny. It's too funny. Do you know what I mean? Like, do you know what I mean? Just, yeah, fucking, I think that's an absolute superpower. I'd love to be able to do that. Imagine the amount of stuff you could get away with. And I'm not saying I want tics because I don't want tics. I feel so, like, that's not good and no thank you. But if I could get away with being like, "You're a knobhead, 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 knobhead," to somebody multiple times in the same minute, get away with it, absolutely. Do you know what I mean? I'd do that. Confession number 3. What the fuck? When I was young, like 12, I had no access to porn or the internet. I used my crappy Nokia to take a photo of my own butt of an angle where it seemed like a girl's butt, and I jerked off to it. You, sir, you must have had something happen in your childhood to make you want to do that. What the fuck? No, imagine like you walk in on your son and he's just fucking ass out taking a photo. What? 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 The reply comment to this is, I used to draw naked ladies and jerk off to it. I'm not being funny, right? But I feel like that's 100% more normal than jerking off to your own ass, pretending it's a girl's. I just couldn't imagine that. That's fucking awful. What the I'm just not sure that people need to, admit to these things. I just feel like their confessions page is really weird. So to come off the confessions page, there's a page called Have You Ever Confessed Your Love to Somebody and How Did It Go, right? So basically this one says, I told her I loved her and she said, oh, laughed and patted me on the head like a fucking dog. Ain't been right since. What? Yeah, I can't lie, I'd probably do that. I would definitely probably do such a thing. Like, I just think, like, sometimes I just don't know how to react to a little bit of emotions. It's not for me. Don't really. When my boyfriend told me he loved me for the first time, I said, oh, I'd love me too. I'm a good person. Do you know what I mean? Sorry about that. I tell him I love him now, because I do love him now, but I feel like in that situation, if you don't love them, what can you say? What can you say to make them feel better? Nothing. I think anything where you're not saying you love them back is bad. It's awkward. It's hell. It's hell on legs. You don't need to do that, and it's just fucking awful. It's so bad. Should we have a look at something else? What else is on Reddit? Should we have like worst date stories? I reckon they've got like worst date stories. Should we have a look? In college, we were supposed to have a coffee date. He arrived late. The conversation was touched because he didn't want to talk. He looked distracted. I asked him why. He said his buddies were drinking in the dorm and he wanted to go drink with them. I said, cool, you don't have to stay. And he left. The end. Right there and then, I would never date again. I would never go out my way to go on a date again. Absolutely not. I'd be fucking mortified. You handled that really well, I'd say. Because you haven't said how you reacted. I'm going to assume that you didn't react well. But in this moment, you haven't said, so hats off to you. But like, if you've asked me out on a date and you turn up to my date and you're not interested, why the fuck did you ask me on a date? Do you know what I mean? Like, why don't you just fuck off and leave me alone? You wasted my time. You wasted my time. She spent the whole date complaining about her parents. The final straw for me was when she complained that they made her do chores around the house, especially washing the dishes. Oh my god, what the fuck? Especially washing the dishes, how much it annoyed her. This was coming from a 24-year-old woman. Like, bitch, wash your pots. I agree. Like, if I'm going on a date, I'm probably not going to complain about anything in my life at all. I'm going to make out like I am some, like ray of sunshine. Everything's top tip, and I'm amazing. I'm so amazing. You don't understand how amazing I am. Like, I'm so good. What the fuck? What's the most disturbing confession you've seen on Reddit? Basically, a guy confessed that he cheated on his wife with his neighbour, and then he was completely lost. Tried to file for divorce. To stop the divorce, the wife killed their children so that he couldn't have custody. What the fuck? What? Just keep that in the family. That doesn't need to be online. Just, you know what I mean? Like, if it goes out in the news, it's different. But, like, don't be confessing it on fucking Reddit. What the fuck? No. There was a guy who thought that semen is the seed of life. Therefore, he kept, into his own mouth for years thinking it was good for him. There's a girl whose boyfriend never wipes his ass because he thinks it's gay to touch it. That's a little bit different to the guy that, was taking photos of his own ass, you know what I mean? I'm a bit confused. I'm just a bit confused. I'm a bit confused, pal, do you know what I mean? What the fuck? Oh my god, so this one says, I kept finding dark crumbs in the bed sheets and on the floor for years, and then I just cleaned them up, and then I found out that my husband had not been wiping his bum properly, and there were shit crumbs in the bed, and the husband was scratching them off. Oh, no, ew, divorce that man. Just divorce him. That's fucking disgusting. What the fuck? Oh, that's fucking. I'm sorry. Let's just take a minute. On that one. How old was this man? How did he not know how to wipe his bum? Why was he scratching his ass? And like, if he can feel surely you can feel that. Do you know what I mean? Like, if I got it out of my face and I've got something on my face, I can feel it. Surely you can feel it between your bum cheeks. And if it's crusty, why are you rubbing it and putting it on the floor? What the fuck? I'm so confused. That's disgusting. What is it with men and poo? Why can they not wipe their own asses? Or why can they not just, like, be normal with it? Why most of these confessions about men? I think men are the issue in Reddit. Why? This says, I thought it was completely normal that I shit my pants 2 to 3 times a month. That has to be a lie. If that's not a lie, I'm sorry, but what the fuck? Did you not get taught how to wipe your bum as a kid? Did you not? Do you know what a toilet is? I think if I told dog to go to the toilet, it'd go to the toilet more than that man. What the hell? Why? Why? So when I was at college, me and my friends would see how many Jolly Ranchers we could shove up our bums. You probably fucking ate them out of each other's assholes too, you freaks. What the fuck? Why would you do that? Anyway, right, so basically, I don't really know why Reddit is such a fucking weird place. I don't know. But I did just think that, like, maybe that would be, like, a cool video, but I think I've just mortified myself and I never want to go on Reddit again. What the fuck? Why are people so weird? Like, I feel like confessions are very different for different people. Like, why? Like, I would not confess to any of those things. They wouldn't be a confession. I'd be in denial. I would deny everything. If any of those happen, absolutely not. I think I'm confessing that. I'm trying to think if I've got anything to confess, but, like, compared to those, absolutely not. I smashed a bowl the other morning. Do you know what I mean? Flooded the kitchen. Didn't tell anybody about that, but we move on with life. I didn't fucking do any of that rancid weird shit. Like, that's fucking... If you're any of the people that confess to these things, just don't. Don't. Stop yourself, zip it up, put it back in. If you've got anything like that to confess, don't. Don't ever let that escape anywhere. Ever. Because holy shit, that's bad. Nobody needed to know that. Those things could have been taken to the grave. You didn't need to confess. Reddit's so weird. I bet there's so many other forums on Reddit that we could read through. What if you know any weird Reddit forums, let me know and I'll read through some of the story times, because I bet there's some really fucking weird ones. But anyway, I hope you're having a lovely day. I hope that this has, like, scarred you as much as it scarred me, because I think it deserves to be shared pain. But yeah, anyway, have a lovely day and I'll speak to you in the next video. Yay, guys! Have a lovely day. Don't forget to subscribe, like, do all that things, follow me on everything else, and I'll see you soon. Yay!